if I asked you what is health, to give me like a definition, how would you define health? What would you say? Anybody have any shining definitions of health they'd like to offer up? Nobody? Come on, this is the easy question. It's only going to get harder.
You feel good.
Thank you. That's what most people will say. Anything else? That's actually the most common response that I get, is that having health or being healthy is feeling good. Okay, but I like to think of health as a lot more than that. And I really like, this is definition by, it's not the band Who, but the World Health Organization. Okay, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So health is a lot more than feeling good. Not only is it feeling good, but also functioning at our best, and not just physically. Usually when we ask about health, we think about how are we feeling physically, or even if it's beyond how we're feeling, how are we performing physically. But our health really balances not just on the physical, but also on the mental and the social aspects as well. And that's really important to understand, because there's a lot of people out there that may take care of themselves really well physically, okay? They eat well, they exercise, they get good sleep. That's all well and good, but they have a stressful job that they hate, okay? They're in a really bad relationship, and no spiritual support whatsoever. That obviously is going to affect us in some way, okay? We're not going to be as healthy or as fulfilled as we could be if those things are going on, okay? So anyway, I really like this definition, and I think it really encompasses what I feel like health. That's probably as close as we can get to a good definition that I like for health. So then, if that's our definition of health, then where does true health come from? Can you get it in a potion or a lotion or a pill? Yes? No? Where do we get health?
Exercise, rest.
So that's good. Those are specific things. So where do those come from? We have to do it ourselves, right? All right. So health is achieved from the inside out. All right. Health is not something that you get. It's not something you go to get at the store. Okay. It's really about giving our body what it needs and keeping out of our body or away from our body all the things that it doesn't need or want at all. And then our body does the rest, okay? What we give to our body, all right, by giving proper food and exercise and all those things, and avoiding a lot of the toxins, okay, and things that are not so good for us, that's really how health comes about in our life, okay? And this one, don't answer out loud. Are you moving closer to optimal health or sickness? At any given point, which way are you going? Because we're all on this continuum of homeostasis. Homeostasis, a big 50-cent word, basically means your body's happy place, okay? That would be like 100% health, okay? If we're 100% healthy, obviously we're doing darn good. 0% health, I mean, that would be, being dead. But all of us are somewhere along this continuum, and we're never static on that line, okay? You're never at 70%. You don't come in wearing your star saying, I'm 70% healthy, all right? At every moment, every bite of food that we take, every breath that we take in, you're going up the scale one way or the other, okay? The best way to illustrate this is, if we decide to, let's say, have a brownie every day instead of going to work out. If we choose a brownie one day over a workout, not the end of the world, okay? You're going to make it. Yeah, it may send us a tick down the scale, but that's in the grand scheme of things. Think of all the other things that we're doing that are good for us. It's not the end of the story, okay? And vice versa. If you go and work out one day, instead of eating your brownie, that's awesome. But that is not going to make you, Jane Fonda, all right? But if you look at those choices over time, the brownie or the workout, if you choose a brownie every single day instead of a workout every single day, think of where that's going to put you versus the person who chooses a brownie every single day, chooses a workout every single day over a brownie. over time, that makes a huge difference, okay? And that's the way we have to look at our health, okay? What is our general trend? And not beating ourselves up about every little thing that, well, I've got this going on in our, I had ice cream today, or, whatever the case may be, or I had a glass of wine. Well, actually, wine can be good for you too. But looking at your general trend, okay? All the decisions that we make are either pushing us one way or the other, okay? And that's really important to understand, that we're always on that scale. And that's why a lot of people will say, well, I've gone this far, and there's no point in changing. This is my dad speaking. there's no point in I'm not eating salads now, blah blah blah. We can always make changes for the good, okay? No matter where we are in our life, we can always make some changes, and they don't have to be radical. Any change that we make for the good is a change for the good, okay? And we just have to look at it that way and accept that. So, this one I will ask. I'm looking for categories of things. What compromises our health? What can decrease our health?
Toxins.
Yes, sir. So I'm going to put that in the category of chemical stressors. What else?
Laziness?
That's good. Where would you put that as a category?
As a category? It's my own category.
It's got its own category. I'll put that under physical.
Oh, physical.
I'll put that under physical. And then there's one more.
Mental.
Oh, you're just bringing them in tonight. That's awesome. Yeah, physical, chemical, and emotional stressors. Okay, so pretty much everything that we can think of falls under one of these categories. You said laziness, which would be the opposite of physical fitness, but that will affect us in a physical way, as would getting hit by a car, falling down the stairs. All those things. Those are physical causes, stressors to our health. Chemical would be toxins. Poor diet, toxins in general. I would put cigarette smoking, alcohol, all those things. Those all fall under the chemical category. And then emotional is a huge one. I mean, that one's been underrated for so long, but that's where actually a lot of studies going now into how our mental state really affects our physical health. Okay, and that's a really important one to understand.